The most expensive line item in your business budget isn't overhead. It's the conversation you keep not having. Hey. Welcome to She's That Founder Thursday edition. These are the quick rants, kick in the pants, velvet boot moments that represent me standing in the future, pulling you toward the even stronger, better, more powerful version of yourself with AI as your co-pilot. Lovey, it is Women's History Month, and every woman we celebrate this month, every woman who changed something, moved something, made space for something, did it by saying the thing that wasn't being said yet. They spoke the truth. They didn't wait until it felt safe. They didn't wait until the relationship could handle it. Sometimes they literally risked their personal safety. They decided that their vision mattered more than the discomfort of the moment, and that is not ancient history. That's a leadership instruction, and it applies directly to what we're talking about today. So I want you to check in with yourself for a second. Does your business feel heavy right now? Not hard, heavy, like you're the load-bearing wall. Like if you step away, even for a day, something shifts, something waits, something quietly breaks. You're past 500K, maybe past 1 million. You've got a team, you've got clients, you've got revenue coming in. And instead of feeling like you've reached some sort of threshold, that things are easier, it just feels like more complexity, more decisions landing on your desk, more questions that are neither quick nor questions. And you are still signing every one of those like it's a person's permission slip. Here's what I know after 24 years of sitting with founders at exactly this stage. The business doesn't feel heavy because of the work, though that's part of it. It often feels heavy because of what isn't being said. There might be a team member who keeps missing the mark, and you've known what needs to change for weeks, but you just haven't said it. There's a client relationship that has drifted into dysfunction, far out of scope and far into dysfunction. And you're still showing up, you're still delivering, still hoping that it recalibrates itself. There's a boundary that you set, perhaps in your own mind, that you continue to violate every single week, and you haven't named it out loud to anyone. That weight, it's not about your workload. It's an avoidance problem, and the avoidance is compounding daily. So here's a reframe that changes that math. Avoidance isn't passive. It is a leadership decision. And every time you make it, you're choosing a more expensive path. Avoidance is actually your growth ceiling. Every conversation you don't have becomes a decision you absorb alone. The team member who keeps missing or not showing up on time or not doing the work that you need completed in the way that you want it completed, you're not just managing her underperformance, you're doing daily mental labor around her, working over her or past her, pushing work onto others to compensate, and explaining it to other people. And that cognitive drag, it is yours to carry until you put it down with one honest conversation. The ceiling in your business is not your market. It's not even your team's capacity. It's your silence. I also need to tell you that your avoidance is contagious. Your team is watching, and when you go quiet on a hard topic, they learn to do the same. When you smile through a problem instead of naming it, they file it away. And slowly, you build a culture where no one says the hard thing because the person at the top doesn't either. You think you're protecting people, or you're being prudent and waiting and seeing and giving things time to unfold. Chances are that you're actually modeling avoidance as a leadership style. And now everyone's walking on eggshells and calling it a collaborative culture. And here is where the real problem lives. It's not that you don't know what to say. Maybe it is, but more likely it's that you don't have a structure that makes saying it easier. When everything flows through you, approvals, decision, clarity, direction, vision, the stakes of every conversation feel enormous because they are. You have made yourself the focal point. So now every hard conversation feels like it could destabilize the whole system. So when you rebuild how decisions move through your business, when ownership is actually distributed and not just theoretically delegated, the hard conversations stop feeling like explosives waiting to go off. They become just leadership, normal, clean, expected leadership. And that's the shift that makes you lighter. So here's a quick kind of AI bridge for this. Before your next hard conversation, use AI to get clear first. Here's a prompt that might help. What am I actually trying to resolve? What outcome do I want? What am I afraid will happen? And then let AI help you untangle your own thinking. Then you walk in and lead, because that's still your job. AI informs, you decide out loud with your people. Avoided conversations are compounding operational drag. They're your growth ceiling because you're absorbing decisions that could live or should live somewhere else. And they're your culture because silence at the top becomes silence everywhere. And the root cause isn't fear of conflict, though that may be part of it. It's that you haven't built the structure that makes clarity and speaking the truth feel safe. And you have the ability to do that inside your own business. Clarity is always kinder than comfort. So build that structure, have the conversation. That's the job. Here's the problem in one sentence. You've built a business that needs you in every decision, every conversation, every approval, and it's suffocating both of you. That doesn't get better with time. It gets more expensive with every quarter you wait. CEO Clarity Consulting is where we fix the architecture, the decision structure, ownership model, and the role you're actually supposed to be playing, so the business can move forward without requiring you at every turn. And if you recognize yourself in this episode, that recognition is data. Don't sit on it. Book your CEO Clarity call. The link's in the show notes. Let's take that weight off you. Okay, Lovey, before you go, one question to sit with this week. What conversation have you been avoiding? Simple. And if you could see the full cost of that silence in time, in momentum, and what your team has quietly stopped bringing to you, would you still wait to have that conversation? So write down what that is and name it, and then come back next week so that we can go deeper on it. I'm here for you to help you build these frameworks and find the words and structures that stop you from being the answer key in your own business. And I want you to feel that freedom. See you next time, Lovey.